Yo, everybody, what is up? This is Flashstack. Welcome back to Dueling Network. But wait, this isn't Dueling Network. Now, you remember I used to do a few videos on Dev Pro. Well, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, the dawn of a new era. It is pretty much Dev Pro upgrade, and it looks like we got our opponent here. We are going to be using a Monarch deck today. Reason why I'm on here instead of Dueling Network, unfortunately, Dueling Network has not been working for me lately. So I've been forced to, outsource. Now, the majority of this deck can be obtained through getting multiple copies of the Emperor of Darkness structure deck. So let's see. Good. So, I'll activate Grudge of the Monarchs to start things off. Reveal Aether. And with this, I will add Emperor's Freezing Air to my hand. Then I'll set a card face down. Set Land Robe. And I'll end my turn there. A grinder token. I think I'm going to tribute summon. Banish. Tribute both of these. So I will banish the original Monarch and Pandeity Monarchs. And this will allow me to special summon Grand Marg, the Mega Monarch. And this card will return to my hand during the end phase of this turn. Now, okay, so first thing we're going to do is activate the field spell Dominion of the Legendary Monarch. Pay attention to the bottom one, not the top one. Then I'm going to activate the continuous spell Unearthing of Monarch, Return of the Monarchs. Then I'll activate the effect of my field spell. So Grand Mark now is temporarily level 6. So I'll normal summon it by tributing Aether. And with that I can destroy these two face down cards. And I'll activate the effect of Return of the Monarch. So this will allow me to add Caius the Shadow Monarch to my hand. And battle phase will attack. And I'll end my turn there. With the field spell, whenever a tribute summon monster attacks, it gains 800 attack until the end of the damage step, but only if it attacks an opponent's monster. Oh, no, they're done. I've won. So first we'll normal summon Eidos. With Eidos' effect, we can also tribute summon one monster in addition to our normal summoner set. So we'll normal summon Caius. And we'll use Caius' effect to banish Grinder token. And then we'll attack with both, and that's game. There we go. GG. Now then. Okay. Time to go over this. Now, as I stated before, most of these cards you can get from buying a few copies of the I don't remember. I can't remember now. But the Emperor of Darkness structure deck that just came out actually a few days ago. So there are a few cards in here that you can't get in there, but most of these you can. So, I'll go over the cards you can get first. Erebus, the Netherworld Monarch. You contribute summon this card by tributing one tribute summon monster. If this card is tribute summoned, you can send 2 Monarch spell trap cards with different names from your hand or deck to the grave, and if you do, shuffle 1 card from your opponent's hand at random, field or graveyard into the deck. Once per turn during another player's turn, if this card's in your graveyard, you can discard 1 Monarch spell or trap card. Then target 1 monster in your graveyard with 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense. Add it to your hand. Simple enough, really. And Aether kind of does a similar thing. If this card should be summoned, you can send 2 Monarch spell or trap cards with different names from your hand and or deck to the grave. However, if you do this, you can special summon 1 monster with 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense from your deck, but return it to your hand during the end phase. Also, during your opponent's main phase, if this card is in your hand, you can banish 1 Monarch spell or trap card from your graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon this card. It's a quick effect. So, simple enough, really. Mobius, when it's tribute summoned, you can target up to 2 spell or trap cards on the field, destroy them. Caius, when this card's tribute summoned, target 1 card on the field, banish it, and then if it's a dark monster that you banish, you can deal an extra 1000 points of damage. When Ryza is tribute summoned, target 1 card on the field, return that target to the top of the deck. Zoborg, when it's tribute summoned, target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. Esh the Frost Vassal. If your opponent controls 2 or more cards in their spell and trap card zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. Landrobe the Rock Vassal. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Also, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, change that target to face-down defense position. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can target 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense in your graveyard, except Landrobe the Rock Vassal. Add it to your hand. You can only activate each effect once per turn. So put this in a chain together with Grandmark, the Mega Monarch, and that will do a lot. Garm, the Storm Vassal. You can return 1 tribute summon monster you control to the hand, special summon this card, but you cannot special summon monsters for your extra deck for the rest of the turn. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can add 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck to your hand, except Garm, the Storm Vassal. Only 1 of these effects per turn. Mithra, the Thunder Vassal. During your main phase, you cannot activate. You can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn. Also, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, special summon 1 Vassal token to your opponent's side of the field in defense position. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can activate this effect. You can tribute summon 1 monster during your main phase, in addition to your normal summon or set. Eidos, the Netherworld Knight. Now, this one is really good. If this card is normally special summoned, you can activate this effect. You can tribute summon 1 monster during your main phase this turn in addition to your normal summon set. Okay. You can only gain this effect once per turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense in your graveyard, except Eidos, Netherworld Knight, special summon in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of your turn. And then we got its counterpart, Idea, the Heaven Knight. If this card is normally special summoned, you can special summon 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck, except Idea, the Heaven Knight. Also, you cannot special summon from your extra deck for the rest of this turn. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can target 1 of your banished Monarchs spell and trap cards, add to your hand. Only 1 effect per turn. Now, if you summon Idea, and then use this effect to special summon Eidos, then you can easily tribute summon for a level 8 monster right there. Rainbow Karibo, I'm just going to let you read that. So if you want to, pause the video right here, because I'm running low on time. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. Pandeity of the Monarchs. Send one Monarch spell or trap card from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Reveal 3 Monarch spell or trap cards from your deck. Have your opponent add one of them to your hand. Also shuffle the rest back into your deck. So, combine this with Idea, and you can continuously loop Tenacity of the Monarchs. Reveal one monster in your hand with 2400 attack and 1000 defense, or 2800 attack and 1000 defense. Add one Monarch spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, except Tenacity of the Monarchs. You can only use this effect once per turn. This is the most powerful spell in this deck, because you can immediately add any spell or trap, Monarch spell or trap card you want to your hand. And with this deck, that's really good. Emperor's Freezing Air. If you control a monster with 2400 more attack and 1000 defense, target one set card on the field, destroy it. You can banish this card and one other Monarch spell or trap card from your graveyard, and target one set card on the field, destroy it. This is basically like Galaxy Cyclone for a Monarch deck. But as I said, good card. This, however, is the only card in this deck that is still in the OCG, so you cannot get it yet, as far as I know. The Monarch Stormforth. Once during this turn, if you attribute summon a monster, if you attribute monsters for attribute summon, you can attribute one monster your opponent controls as if you controlled it. You can only activate one Monarch Stormforth per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect. Enemy controller. This is a really well-known card. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change that target's battle position, or you contribute one monster, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of that target until the end phase. Charging Emperor, tribute summon monsters you control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. I'm just going to stop saying you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck, because it's kind of implied. When you tribute summon a monster, you can add either a monster with 2400 attack and 1000 defense, or 2800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck to your hand, who has a different name than the monster tribute summoned. Dominion of Legendary Monarch. Go ahead and read that. I'm running low on time. These are all basic stuff. They don't really change much. So, yeah, go ahead, pause the video to read these if you want. There's not much to go on. Of course, True Monarch Dominion is kind of a lockdown because your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck while you have no cards in the extra deck, and you are the only one who controls the tribute summoned monster. Anyway, and then we have Grand Marg in the deck, and then we have Mobius, Ryza, Caius, and Zaborg. I put these in here because you need more higher level ones, and you can swap in between. I kept the Stalos out here because I didn't see a need for him in this deck. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button down below. I really would enjoy it. Also, leave a comment down below telling me what kind of deck you might want me to do next. Anyway, until next time, this has been Flashstack, and I will see you all later.